Want to know how to really succeed? Check out this advice where I share some powerful realizations that have taken my life to a whole new level. Hey everyone, welcome to another video advice with myself, Noah Hammond. Glad you could join me. Today, I'm going to talk about how to succeed. And the way you're going to succeed is by staying on the leading edge of excitement. All right, this is what I call it, the leading edge of excitement. And really what this is it's the pinnacle of lifestyle design. It is the absolute peak of progress, right? It's the leading edge. Now, what does this mean, the leading edge of excitement? The way I really visualize it in my head is like surfing, okay? The leading edge of excitement is right where the white water is, where you're at you're as close to the wave as you could possibly be without wiping out. Right? It's the challenge in surfing. If you're not a surfer, it's like you want to be as close to the white water as possible without getting sucked in and wiping out. It's like that's the challenge, right? Now, what is that place? Why is that the leading edge of excitement? And what does that look like in your life? Well, the leading edge of the excitement is the place where you're not comfortable. You know, when you're right there, when the wave is just about to catch up to you, you're not comfortable, right? It's exciting, but it's also like the pinnacle of success in surfing. Now in life, what does that look like? In life, that is where you are uncomfortable, where you're taking on more than you clearly see how it's all gonna work out, where you're going after new things in all areas, whether it's health, wealth, relationships, spirituality. You're taking on new challenges. You're constantly pushing your comfort zone. You're constantly expanding yourself. You're constantly on that leading edge of excitement. You're constantly reaching for that next thing that you haven't tried, that next thing that you desire, that next thing that you've never mastered before, but you're gonna give it a shot, right? That's the leading edge. That's like surfing the wave perfectly. And in order for you to stay on this leading edge, what you have to realize is that you need to make discomfort comfortable. You need to get used to being uncomfortable. You need to make it your habit to make yourself uncomfortable. Because when you're uncomfortable, you're progressing, right? Now the other side of it, and this is where I truly learned the lesson from, is when you get comfortable. And when you get comfortable, say where you are right now is comfortable. Most likely it used to be the leading edge of excitement. You were like, that's my goal. Then you got to your goal and you said, I'm here, and you sat. Right? And the problem is that the wave is going to catch up with you. Right? So what used to be the leading edge is now where you're hanging out in a comfortable space. Eventually that wave's going to catch up and wash over you because you're either growing or you're dying. There is no staying the same. Right? So for me, I had to learn this in the area of finances. I got comfortable with my finances. I stopped progressing. I stopped going after that next goal, that next thing, that next expansion. And eventually the wave caught up with me because you're either growing or you're dying, right? So again, this is why it's so important that you get comfortable with being consistently uncomfortable. It's going to keep you on that leading edge. It's going to keep you moving forward in all areas of your life. And it's really the way to succeed. The people who are truly successful on a high level, they are going for it. They don't wake up and go like, I've got it, I'm just gonna sit around now. You know, did like Edison stop inventing things after he invented the light bulb? You know, did Einstein stop theorizing after he came up with the theory of relativity? No, it's just a habitual practice to just keep going for it because that's your true life's purpose. When you sit where it's comfortable, your soul starts to die. Your leading edge expansion of thought and progress is hindered, and you're no longer doing the greatest good that you can here in this lifetime. So, I hope that's been helpful. I hope that's been an analogy that shine some clarity for you. For me, it's been a life changer because it really showed me, okay, where am I comfortable? Boom, I know exactly where I need to create a new goal or set a higher standard, right? So that's what I would encourage you to do with this video advice, is to say, where am I comfortable? And then look at that place as the exact place to start setting a new goal, a new standard, a new expectation, a new intention. I hope that's been helpful for you guys. Please like the video if you like it, leave comments below, subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, and if you have any questions, go over to noahhammond.com. You can get yourself a free video seminar, as well as use my contact form and ask me anything on health, wealth, relationships, whatever. I love making videos for you guys, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.